We live in a world that taught us to measure life by the clock. Productivity is sliced into hours, creativity squeezed into neat little boxes called time slots. Seth reminds us that this cultural conditioning, that art and inspiration must follow the rhythm of an assembly line, is not only unnatural, but is deeply limiting. You see, true creativity does not punch in at 7:30 sharp. It does not care whether the bell has rung or the factory whistle has blown. Creativity belongs to a different order of time, a magical time. It arises much like a dream when conditions are right, when the mind relaxes, when the heart is receptive, when the natural self is free from rigid expectation. Seth calls this the magical approach. It is not esoteric. It is not mysterious. It is as natural to human beings as instinct is to animals. The problem is, we have been trained to distrust this natural orientation. We cling to schedules, we cling to rules and systems, believing that discipline alone will force results. Yet, when we apply these learned methods to art, to problem solving, even to healing, we end up frustrated, for the natural self knows there is another way. Think of the times when you, without effort, stumble upon the perfect phrase, the solution to a stubborn problem, or an insight that felt as if it had been waiting for you all along. That was the magical approach at work. It gathers experience from every corner of life. The walk to the kitchen, the sound of rain, the stray thought before sleep, and transforms it into something meaningful. What Seth is telling us is this: to live only by the assembly line time is to accept the standardized, mass-produced version of reality. It is efficient, yes, but efficient for machines, not for souls. The natural person within us resents this constraint because it knows how to savor time. It knows how to discover wisdom in each moment and how to weave those moments into authentic creation. So the invitation is this, and it's very simple, though it's not always easy. Loosen the grip of the clock. Let your instincts, your inner rhythms, guide the work. Trust that creativity has its own discipline, one that does not need to be commanded, but welcomed. And when you do, you may find, as Seth suggests, that life begins to answer questions you didn't even know you were asking. That is the magical approach.